The wood whirler is in. Let's get busy. Well, good morning and welcome. Well, as usual, I was sitting here, I was trying to figure out, what I want to do next. And first off, I was just going to go out there and gather up all my wood I could that was suitable for making handles. And I was just going to make a production line of handles because it's laying out there and it's going to rot. So I was going to make, 5 to 10 handles and just put them on the shelf and wait till my club starts meeting again and then put them on the auction table. And I was talking to my wife. She said, well, you never did make me that bowl I wanted to go in that shelf. And I said, yep, you're right, I didn't. So I measured, and it's got to be like a 10 by 3 and sort of a square bowl, because it's going to go in a shelf, in a drawer rather. So I went to the office and I found this piece of wood. I think it's Magnolia. It's really white looking. She said it doesn't matter, it's going to be in a drawer anyway. So I dug this out and I marked an 11-inch circle in it, and that's 10. Gives me some room to play with. It does have a crack right here. That's the pith, but it's barely in there, and it's got a crack here that goes back that far, but it would be turned out. So here's how I'm going to cut it like that on a bandsaw. But I want to take a look at, you guys take a good look at the bark here, and I'll get you a little closer so you can see it better. Take a good look at the bark and see if you can, tell me what it is. I think it's Magnolia, but I am not going to bet the farm on it, that's for sure. So anyway, let me get over here and get that cut, and I'll bring it back and we'll put a face plate on it and see what we got going. All right, it's all cut out now. Sort of got a new way that I center my face plates. What I do is I take a compass and I just take a rough measurement of the face plate, and I already got my hole for the center deal, and I come in here and I just make me a circle, and that way I can sit it right here on that line all the way around, and there I am. Nothing to it, my friends. Easy peasy. I never mentioned it before. I know I got some new users, probably new viewers rather. These are deck screws, Torx head deck screws. I've been using them for years. They're made to go outside on a deck that moves and weather and all that kind of stuff. They're good quality steel. I think I have maybe twisted off one or two, and that's my fault. Just there's too much of this into hardwood. This is actually, you can tell because the clutch keeps kicking out that this is pretty solid in there. See there? That's not me, that was a clutch doing that. All right, it's on and mounted. I put the tailstock on it just for a little while. I know it's not going anywhere, but that's a good habit to get into regardless of what this looks like. It's just a good habit because you never know what can happen, so it's best to put it on there for a little while until you need to be turning right there. And that way you'll do it every time if it's a habit. So I got my face shield ready, got this thing turned on, got it ready, got my beaver out. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and get this squared off, and I'll turn around here, and this is one side bigger than the other. I'll get that cleaned up, and we'll see what we got. I'm going to go ahead and turn this down to 10 inches. 10 inches right there. Very good. Got this. Oh, there you go. I'm glad I checked. It's a little low. You don't want to be cutting low with a beaver in case you got one. Beaver's aggressive enough as it is. If you're cutting low, you can have problems. Sort of like, if you're cutting low, you're coming in here you know, below the cut, like let's just say that this was level right here. You're coming in here below the cut, below the crown or whatever, and it's going to have a tendency to drag you down. Whereas if you're up here like this, you have control of this, see? If you come down here, it has control of it, unless you hold it like this, which you don't want to do. Got it? Okay. Where are we? All right, whirl it up. I already whirled it up. It's good. I'm going to run it at a grand. My favorite speed. That's because it's the top speed on a slow belt. This is either dull or that's hardwood. One or the other. I don't know how you guys turn without gloves. I mean, that even hurt hitting my thumb through that glove. Something come off somewhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off and give it a lick and a promise. And to get it off now, I'll show you. All right, I just wanted to show you what I talk about when I say I'm gonna go give it a lick and a promise. So I got 2 diamond cards here. This one is 400, and this one is 1200, and that's WD-40. And there's my little square cutter with a 2-inch radius. I like the 2-inch radius, the R2s best. I think the backside is sharp. I could have just turned it around, but I wanted to show you this anyway. So I'll take put a little dab of WD-40 on it, and I'll go to this card first. In case it's got a burr or something, this knocks it off in a heartbeat. Just whirl it around a little bit. You don't have to do this one very much. In fact, that's just about it right there. You always want to clean them off when you get done. Now this is a 400. It takes a little longer. It don't take a whole lot longer, but you can probably see if it's got any scratches, and it doesn't. But you want to make sure you keep it flat, and you go different directions, up and down, around and around, figure 8s, just whatever blows your skirt up. Some people flip them around again. I don't think it makes no never mind, because you're going all directions anyway. All right, that ought to get it. Can't really tell with these things by feeling too much, but that felt sharp. Pretty good anyway. So clean this one off and put them back in the drawer. And put this rascal back on. Make sure you don't have nothing under it now. You can see now how much sharper it is. I'm getting shavings. Before I wasn't getting shavings. I don't know how much I've taken off. I'm going to have to take a gander. Well, I'm a 1/4 inch. I got me some lines right there, just to be on the safe side. Don't want to be in that. Yeah, another round or two here, dude. And we'll clean it up. You know, you could tell that's hardwood, because normally the beaver really leaves it rough, and it ain't leaving it rough this time. That's been in there And I got this out of my office, probably been there 2 years. In the floor with I keep ceiling fan going 24/7 in there on slow, so the air keeps moving. So let's play some more, Sam. And then we'll square this off, and I'm going to put a recessed tenon right door. I don't remember these numbers, so I gotta look it up here. So it's a 4-inch. I'm gonna put a 4-inch tenon on it. And we'll be good. I may go ahead and cut this back right here to get out of that. See, there's a pith right there. So I may cut this back just a little, you know, enough for the lip to get out of that pith. Probably do that right now. No, not right now. Let me get it down a little bit. I'll do it before I do this. Got a big old bad crack right there. Yeah, it terminates right about there, so it ought to be all right with a little CA. Not a single tool mark. Right there's one, but that's it. All right, we'll check it. Can't be too big, it won't fit, and then I'll be in trouble. All right, what do we got here? We're on the money. 10 inches exactly. Where's my measuring thingamajigger? Somebody stole it. Damn things grow legs all the time, don't they? So I'm going to cut this one right there below that. Stay. Right there. All right. And I want the inside to be about 3 inches. So let's make this right here. What other here? Hold on a minute. 3. That was 3. That's the inside. So I guess I need to come to right here. As much as I can go, I guess. Right there. All right, there we go. Do that. I like my wrist to be really, really close. Yeah. A close wrist, you know. Let me show you what I'm talking about. In case you happen to be a beginner. You see, the pressure, when you start cutting right here, the pressure downward is a whole lot more than what you think it is. So you're right here, it just takes it all up right there. Now you come out here, let's just say you're coming right out, say here. And you're right here. Well, what this is going to do, this is going to pull your nose down. So when you're cutting, and the way I determine when I need to move my wrist is when I start feeling the end of the handle start giving it a little bit of this, well, then it tells me my wrist is too far out. So I stop it and I move it. I mean, I don't say always, but 99.9% of the time I stop the lathe, which is really a good idea. And I believe, let me check this out. No, I'm okay. Just thought maybe I was a little too high, but I'm not. So that's just another little lesson there. That's a very important lesson. That's probably one of the most important lessons. Because, you know, these guys talk about getting catches all the time, and I'll guarantee you, 90% of it's because this wrist is not properly located. I'm starting to feel the handle move on me. I want to make sure that, you know, you want this concave because it's going to sit on the outer edges. All right, where to go? Where to go? There it went. Perfecto. This is the way I prefer to mark it, right here. You won't come in here. And when you come in, you know, you want to touch this one. Don't let that one touch. Let that one touch and it'll go boom, like that. And you won't like it. So you come here and get just about right. A little humpy do there, but we'll fix that. And I like to turn this pretty fast. So you come in here and you just touch it. You want to come straight across now. Just touch it. Okay, see I'm a little far out. A little far in. Right there. Right, come on now. There you go. Okay, now I'm gonna start walking my way into that from about here to make it about a 1/4 inch deep. Now this is for making my dovetail. I may cut that off, I don't know, we'll see. There you go. I always come back here and I test it. I'm looking for about an 1/8 inch gap. There you go. Can you see that? 1/8 inch. Just about. Give or take a little. And you can see how it fits into the dovetail there. And trust me, that's a perfect fit. Alright, that's it. Using real time sanding. That's about how much time I spend on sanding something. I do not spend a ton of time. Okay, before you put the sealer on, you need to either blow it out or some people use denatured alcohol. I generally just blow it out. 150 psi, it's going to get rid of all of it. Probably more so denatured alcohol because it, you know, gets it out of the crevices. First coat will make that grain pop, so you got to come back with 320 and hit it lightly, and then you can lay your other coats on it. All right. All right. I'm getting ready to flip it around here. Better get enough hands going. So I always just use this live center, this cone one. Keeps it centered. Get my glove out of the way. That way I can come up here and pretty sure it's centered. And I'll tighten that rascal up. There you go. And put it back on here. Bring this back up. It makes it really easy to get it started again. Just like that, see? Although it's easier, I'm not going to drill a hole this time. It's easier to hollow. But I'm going to go ahead and set this thing there. So that's all set, ready to go. And I will be using a live center for a little while. Out and hurry up. See, that's a no-no. Alright, that's all the sanding I'm going to do other than a little bit on the sealer. I just noticed, you guys, I just want you to notice that I don't spend much time sanding. I don't have to. I try to do an extra good job with my turning and not leave any tool marks. So let's get some sealer in this sapsucker. Alright, I got my last coat of sealer on it. My grandson's here and he wants to turn a ball, so I'm going to hurry up and get done. So that's why I'm using a heat gun to dry it a little faster. Now I'm going to flip it around real quick to get the tendon off. And this bowl will be done. Take a few pictures. Alright, I got a laser. That ain't no big deal. Alright, there you go. That is just sealer, no paste, no polish, no nothing. And Scotch pad. Look at there. Isn't that neat? See, finishing is a breeze once you figure it out. So let's get this rascal turned around real fast. There you go. Ooh, nice and light. That's what you want. And I'll tighten this rascal back up. Like so. Alright, I got it off. Here's how I always get rid of the nub. Use a little die grinder. Okay, there's the nub. Now I'll take the bottom finger. Alright, there you go. A little sealer, a little lasering. Alright, that's what I'm burning into it. Right there. You want to watch it a minute? It's all done. Almost got her a Magnolia bowl. Total time, I guess including drying, about 3 hours. I think she'll like it a lot. So subscribe if you haven't done so already. Tell your friends. And call your mama. She wants to hear from you. Bye-bye. The wood burner has left the building.